From high stakes to his large range of skills, here's why Josh Taylor will dominate Teofimo Lopez. On June 10, 2023, two elite fighters with something to prove will throw down. One with a perfect 19-0 professional record, the other coming in with just one loss at 18-1. It should be an even fight that goes the distance, many would think. But maybe not. Our competitors in this World Boxing Organization light welterweight world title fight are Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez. Taylor is a 32-year-old Scottish boxer who currently holds the WBO belt. From May 2021 to May 2022, Taylor was only the sixth male boxer to be the undisputed light welterweight champion, holding all four major titles in the division. He has since vacated 3 of those and holds only the WBO belt, and he's ready to prove he still deserves it. His challenger is Teofimo Lopez. Lopez is a 25-year-old American boxer with many accolades of his own. He is a former unified lightweight world champion, represented Honduras at the 2016 Olympics, and as of June 2022 was ranked as the world's 3rd best active lightweight by The Ring magazine and the Transnational Boxing Rankings Board. Yes, Lopez is definitely an elite fighter, but he's been struggling slightly since moving up a weight class to light welterweight. That being said, his exciting fighting style and confident persona draws crowds. Unfortunately for Lopez, though, popularity won't help him against the reigning #1. Here are the reasons Josh Taylor will make short work of Teofimo Lopez. First up, Taylor's boxing style. The way Taylor fights, which has been dubbed the tornado style, is unique. Taylor is left-handed, referred to in boxing as a southpaw, which is much rarer than orthodox or right-handed stances. Right off the bat, this gives him advantages. The tornado style label comes from the intensity Taylor has when applying pressure to his opponents. The Scotsman isn't afraid to get in close and mix things up between jabs and powerful hooks. He's considered one of the best due to ability to relentlessly attack the body of his opponents with repeated quick shots. Part of this style also includes being unpredictable. Taylor uses his southpaw stance to great effect. He likes to rebuff his opponent's lead hand with his own, then swing in. But he doesn't use a lot of straight-on punches. Taylor tends to prefer using looping or angled hooks or even uppercuts. This makes his dangerous left hand very unpredictable, and in boxing, if you can't predict it, you're probably going to be hit by it. Also, speaking of getting hit, Taylor's tornado style not only helps him hit opponents, but also to counter their strikes. After jabbing, double jabbing, or even performing a leaping jab, Taylor likes to get in close on his opponent. He then uses his excellent footwork to duck incoming hooks and tie up or simply use it as a way to start fighting on the inside. And speaking of footwork, the next reason Taylor will have no problem with Lopez is his excellent technical skills. In this case, technical skills refer to Taylor's footwork, timing, and accuracy in the ring. As mentioned before, Taylor is incredibly light on his feet and uses his dexterous footwork to his advantage. If you watch any footage of a Josh Taylor fight, one thing may stand out above the rest. The Scotsman never stops moving. If you stand in one place, you're much easier to hit, so this makes sense. But Taylor is in perpetual motion, never staying in the same place for long, and he doesn't just move in straight lines. Taylor is always circling and using lateral movements, which is a big part in terms of how avoids any huge punishment when on the outside. He makes his opponents come to him, which puts them at a disadvantage. Another big part of Taylor's technical skills is his excellent timing. Knowing when to strike, block, and dodge is crucial to being a contender in the ring, and Taylor is among the best at it. Using his fancy footwork as well as feints, Taylor is able to draw his opponents into attacking. This allows him to expertly parry the punches, creating an opening for him to counterpunch. Taylor's style of offense also depends on timing. He tends to get in close quickly, deliver multiple jabs, then defend against any encounters. He may make it look easy, but it's really anything but, and if even one of those punches gets through, he's looking at some serious pain. The last technical skill that gives Taylor a huge advantage is his uncanny accuracy. Punches won't do much if you don't deliver them to the right spot, and like any elite boxer, Taylor knows just where to hit and is capable of doing so. Taylor likes to feed multiple shots to the body of his opponents, and while a sweet uppercut to the chin looks more like the stuff in movies, repeated hits to the sides and legs wear opponents down and can be the decider in a drawn-out fight. That being said, Taylor certainly is capable of devastating uppercuts. The next reason he'll dominate Lopez is his incredible knockout power. While Taylor's boxing style tends to incorporate multiple rapid-fire punches, he definitely has the ability and power to end fights early. After all, 13 of his 18 wins came by way of knockout. Despite being a southpaw, Taylor has enough power in both his hands to deliver a finishing blow, and combined with his other technical skills, this obviously makes Taylor dangerous. Adding to that is his size. The light welterweight division sees fighters between 135 to 140 pounds, 85 to 60 kilograms, but Taylor is also 5 foot 10 inches, or 178 centimeters, and has a reach of 69.5 inches, 177 centimeters. In fact, he's commented that his days as a light welterweight are probably coming to an end, and he's had a bit of trouble boiling down the weight consistently. So with Lopez, you have someone who's just moved up at the bottom of the range for light welterweight, and with Taylor, you have a fighter at the opposite end. The small weight difference may not seem like much, but it can be crucial. With his size, stamina, and knockout power, Taylor definitely has an edge in this fight. Also, lastly, Taylor is extremely mentally tough. It doesn't just take physical strength to win fights, especially once those fights start going long. Taylor has shown he has the mental toughness of an elite fighter over and over again. Being mentally tough means you can stay focused and composed even when the pressure is high and your body is worn down. Taylor showed a great example of this toughness in his World Boxing Super Series final fight against Regis Prograis. The fight lasted the full 12 rounds, with Taylor winning in the cards. He was 15-0 before that, facing off against the 24-0 Prograis. And boy was the fight close. It really could have gone either way, with Prograis appearing to have the upper hand in several rounds. But Taylor stayed focused, remembering his training, and used his composure and strength to end up winning in the end. And that focus will be needed in his fight against Lopez. But Taylor isn't worried. In fact, in a somewhat controversial tweet, Taylor boasted that he would decapitate Lopez in their upcoming bout. And while we hope he doesn't literally do that, fans are excited for this long-awaited title defense. Taylor hasn't been himself since his controversial 19th win last year, and this fight is his chance to prove he's still the best light welterweight fighter in the world. Part of this is due to Taylor getting caught between two styles, according to the boxer. He added that he's switched coaches and has been focusing on his strengths and going hard in his preparation for the big Madison Square Garden scrap. Taylor has commented that he knows Lopez is a good fighter, but that he has flaws and makes mistakes, which the Scotsman plans to capitalize on. He concluded that the mere thought of the fight, the huge opportunity of it, brings a smile to his face. Those stakes, plus his wide array of skills, are why Josh Taylor will dominate Teofimo Lopez.